This episode is brought to you by the Honeycomb Salon Collective on Park Street. 929 South Park Street, Madison. 9 to 5. Give them a call at 608-467-8889. Talk to Tia or Megan, and they will do your do right. Good price, good people. Check them out. Honeycomb Salon Collective, Madison. Hey everybody. Welcome back to Massey Podcast. I am Patrick Kempfer, your Madison man, Madison motherfucker. The most Madison man you'll ever meet. I was talking to somebody earlier today about the Dos Equis guy. He's like the most interesting man in the world. Well, maybe I'm not like the most interesting man in the world. And maybe I'm not the most interesting man in Madison. I still say though, I dare anyone to challenge me on being the most Madison motherfucker. But I mean, like I don't know like what the rules are, if there are any rules. It's like, do you know the streets though? Like, how well do you know these streets? The Mad City streets? I know them pretty well. Kicking around these parts for a long time. Skateboarding, walking, riding bikes. But maybe it's not just about knowing your way around. Maybe it's about knowing people around, you know? Maybe it's not even about who you know, it's who knows you. You know, actually, it's kind of interesting. I remember being in like elementary school, and somehow all the kids in the school knew my name. I didn't know who the fuck they were, but they all knew my name. Everybody knew my name because they all heard it every day, almost, being spoken on the loudspeaker. Patrick Kempfer, come to the office. Patrick Kempfer, come to the office, please. I was always like the kid, like sitting outside of class at a desk, you know, in the hallway. So I became like infamous before I even knew what the hell that word meant. So that it was like people knew me, people knew of me. I was like known, I was a known man, even as a kid. This like mythical thing. Hey, did you hear about that kid Pat? Oh my god. It's no wonder I became a legend in my own mind. I don't know, you know, it's funny how all of this has like culminated into, you know, becoming my being, you know, like it's all contributed to my character. Now, when I say that, I don't necessarily know if I mean like I'm a character, like as if I don't think I'm playing a character, because I'm like the least pretentious person I think I've ever met. And I've met a lot of people. But one's character, you know, like is made up of many different things. It's like a streaming cloth, you know, like many layers, you know, it's like a like one of those quilts, you see that are like miles long, folded and sewn together, overlapping. That's kind of like how I see my character. A lot has gone into making it. A lot of influence, good and bad. Some relevant, some not. Some shit was like super like pointed, like stuck in my brain and fucked with me for years. Some shit probably just rolled off and I didn't even really realize it. Some things are so innocuous you don't even know that they're having an impact on you until like years and years later. To this day I still hold pencils and utensils exactly how my father showed me to when I was 3 years old. I remember him showing me how to do that. Like, I have like this very vivid memory of him like explaining and like helping me like, with my hands and showing me with my hands, like, guiding me with his own to show me like how to use and hold a spoon, like at the kitchen table. And he did the same thing with a pencil and like helped me like, he got me started on how like I would later, learn how to write my own name. It was actually an old friend of my mom's, Patty Swope, that actually helped me like get that one, together. So thanks, Patty, wherever you are. But yeah, like, all those little things become part of your character and like who you are. They mold you, they shape you. And sometimes that shit gets out of hand, man. Sometimes we get so stuck in what we think we're supposed to be. Like, we get so committed to like the idea of the abstract of what we think we are, or who we think we are. We think what we are is who we are, and that's a fucked up thing. I think people need to remind themselves from time to time to differentiate. You are not. What you are is not who you think you are. Does that make sense? Don't think you are what you think you are. Don't think you are what you are. I don't know. It's kind of hard to break down. But basically, the idea of you that you project, of yourself in your mind as you see yourself, that's not who you are to other people. I mean, who you think you are is totally mythical. Like, you don't really exist. Only in your own mind do you, as you think you are, exist. The people that know you, that have seen you walking around, showing your ass crack, when you bend over to, pick up your phone, people that have seen you, running down the hall, for some people that have looked in your eyes and known that you were lying about something so fucking stupid that they're just like, why are you even making up stories about this shit? Those people know a completely different person than you do. They know your character. And that character is made up of all these different fucking things, these different facets, things that you've like scraped up against along the way throughout your life that have made you who you are. And I think a lot of times we may not even realize what we've like put together. We're all like Frankenstein's monster. Just like mismatched hodgepodge of of people, based on experiences and anecdotes and, shit that we've picked up along the way. But sometimes, we take all that stuff and we craft it into something that we like, and we think like, okay, this is something I'm gonna like build on. I'm gonna maximize, utilize this, maybe monetize it, even. And, when we talk about like becoming driven, people like, feel like compelled to, to get ahead in school, some kind of business atmosphere, a job, whatever. This drive, this feeling, this, to like pulling yourself up. It's really, it's a phenomenal thing, but it's also kind of insidious. I think it can be dangerous too. I think people should, check that shit sometimes, because it makes people into something that they, I don't know, in my opinion, probably don't really want to be. Turns people against themselves. Makes people ugly. That whole cutthroat attitude, becoming superficial. Like you're teaching yourself to be fake. And you trick yourself into thinking that that's okay, and that's how you get ahead. Like, you groom yourself, and then you find ways to groom others. You find allies, people that you think are like-minded, or that, people that would at least entertain whatever it is you're doing, massage your ego, and get, little proteges. Trust me, I've done it. It's fun. You feel like a god. Like, ooh, like a little minion. Little mini-me. It's empowering. But that power can really, really quickly go to somebody's head, man. And once you start thinking that you're like in a position of authority over others, you can really quickly become a fucking dick. I have people at work that I work with that it's like, once they get like a title, all of a sudden their attitude changes. They're not the same, like happy, like they seem rushed. They seem stressed. They seem out of sorts. They seem like they're not having a good fucking time anymore, man. That's a bummer. It's like, why are we like stressing out? Like, where are we running to? It's like everything is like in high panic mode, like as if, there's a smoke alarm going off in the back room, and like, we got to get these people out of here right now. It's like everything is like fucking DEFCON 5 all the time. Like, what is that element? Like, why do you bring that? Like, is that the drive? Do we need that to get ahead? Is that what makes being, is that what makes us successful? Going back to what I was talking about the other day. Does that make us feel successful? To feel like, we got our shit together because we're on point? Because we're running around like a fucking chicken with its head cut off? Fuck that, man. You have a goddamn heart attack doing that shit. And it's too confusing. Like, you end up missing stuff. Like, you trip over things, and you lose sight of what's going on around you. That's a fucking bummer. Like, who wants to live like that? I don't get it. Oh, man. Fucking, I was at work the other night, and I was talking to these girls just as, like, we were closing. And, of course, they were commenting on And, the fact that, like, I think we were closed, actually. So they're like, oh, we're really sorry. We're, like, keeping you. And it's like, dude, seriously. It's fucking COVID times, like, it's not like any of us really have any big plans, like, nobody's going out anywhere. And then I could see them kind of, like, look me over, like, look me up and down. And I don't know how many of you know this, but I dress for success. I dress in a way that is not usual, you might say, to most. They say dress for the job you want. Well, I want to be a game show host on Mars, so that's what I'm dressing for. But no, I figure fuck it. Like I want to look good. I like looking good. It makes me feel good to look good. And anybody that doesn't appreciate that, wants to make fun of it, fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a dick, but go fuck yourself. Like, seriously. Like, if you can't, like, put something together, look at yourself and be like, wow, cool. It's like making your bed. When you make your bed in the morning, like, you take a little bit of pride in that. You're like, good, I did something. I accomplished something. And then you go on and you do the next thing. And then you go on and do the next thing. Like, it's a good way to start your day. A lot of people say, like, like, they put their boots under their bed on purpose, so that when they wake up, they have to get on their knees to get their boots. And that, reminds them to pray. It humbles them, like, thank you. Thank you for what I have. Well, I don't really pray, but what I do is I get down on my knees when I wake up every day and I pet my dog. I pet Daisy and I show her loving. And sometimes I know this is going to sound weird. Sometimes I give her strawberries on her belly because she's got a big fat sausage belly. And it's hilarious. And she gives me this look like, are you okay? And I have to wonder, am I? She loves it. But I'm just, like, I'm happy that she's good. And she's happy that I'm awake because now she can go pee. It's a good way to start my day. That humbles me. Having someone to take care of, having her to take care of, humbles me. I take pride in that, that I, not pride, appreciation. I take appreciation in that. And it's the same thing with how I dress. I appreciate that I can put something on and make it look good, even if it's nothing special. Like, I shop at 2 places, Dig and Save and Express. That's pretty much it. Most of my clothes are acquired. But, it's the idea, though, of putting some thought and care into how you present yourself means something. It speaks loudly, louder than you think, about your character. It's not just like a proclamation of, wow, Daisy, you are really going to town on that ball. It's not just a proclamation of, like, what brands you like, or show off, like, how much money you have, like, ooh, I got the Gucci shit, high-end stuff. Like, I don't know. If that's your goal, if that's your motivation, fine, whatever. For me, it's different. I like clothes that fit me well, which is hard because I'm a slim guy. But color is important. And I don't know. It's just I like how I put things together. Being an artist, I look at it like I'm gonna take that fucking ball away from you if you keep doing that. I'm an artist, and I always say, like, my first canvas is me. So I Jesus Christ, Daisy, can you go outside with that? Maybe. My first canvas is me, so why not dress like, the way I want, look good. It's funny too, because when people say, wow, you look really good, and I'm like, I know, and then they want to retract their statement. They're like, well, you don't look that good, like as if like I'm not allowed to agree with them. It's like, well, I didn't want you to get like, I didn't want it to go to your head, and I didn't want my compliment to make you feel better than I feel about myself. Like, what the fuck is going on in those moments? It's like if somebody pulls up in like a really nice car, and you're like, wow, like this is a really nice car, this is sweet, and you're like, yeah, I know, right? You're not gonna argue, would that person argue with you? Like, well, I didn't think the car's that great. Like, it's not so great that you should agree with me. It doesn't look that good. You should be humble because, I drive a piece of shit. It's like, no, motherfucker. Like, I know that I look good because I dress myself. Care and time goes into this. Like, shit, fucking, like, dude, like, when it comes to, like, Halloween, I start planning that shit like 3 months in advance. Care and energy and time goes into this stuff. And it's like little pet projects, kind of. Really, it's not like... I can get a little obsessive, don't get me wrong. But it's just like, it's something to do, it's fun. But like, I can take pride in it in a healthy way. It's like... It's like painting, it's like doing any other kind of creative thing, and it's good, people should do that, and I don't understand why people don't, and I was telling these girls that, the other night, they're like, they're like, well, don't look at me because I'm just wearing like, sweatpants. Like, yeah, like I'm either wearing like a suit or sweats, but generally if I go out into the world, like I put on my suit because why not? I can. I'm not just gonna put on some shit clothes like, well, I guess that works. Covers my body. Like, why settle? Where did this idea come from that we're supposed to settle for looking like shit? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the logic in that. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It's like we spruce ourselves up and get all pretty and, like guys, like they'll put on like their best shirt, and groom their fucking face and hair and, pluck their eyebrows or whatever. And for what? Just to get laid? And then they get laid, maybe get a girlfriend, and then what? Just become like fucking slobs and just wear shorts and fart and, t-shirts that stink, that say dumb things on them because, oh, who gives a fuck? I'm not trying to impress anybody. It's like, why not? Why are you not trying to impress people? Impress yourself. Motivate yourself. Don't do it for other fucking people. Like, people think that, like, I get dressed up because I want people to look at me. I don't. I get dressed up to look at myself. And I know that sounds fucking stupid, but it's true. And yes, I am fucking vain. Like, if there's a mirror around, I'm probably gonna look in it. Like, because I appreciate the effort that goes into like making myself look presentable. It's the same thing when I like cook for people. You know, like if I make a really good meal and it tastes fucking awesome and it looks delicious, you know, before I snap a picture of it, you know, to put on Instagram or whatever, you know, like I'm thinking about how it's going to look to the person that I'm giving it to. and my favorite part is seeing the look on their face when they first see it. And they're like, wow, that looks amazing. That smells amazing. I cannot wait to put that inside my body and poop it out later. You know, like that is like the kind of care that should be going into how we fucking dress. You know, you should dress yourself like you would be cooking for, you know, your fucking fiance's parents. Does that make sense? You know, but again, it's like, why does it have to be a special occasion? You know, like, I don't understand why we mark certain days and times to, you know, like oh, well, this is a thing that we have to do this now. It's like, oh, do we have to get dressed up? It's like, do you have to? You don't have to do shit. Nobody has to do a goddamn thing. You get to. You might get to. When I turned 40, I didn't, oh man, I'm gonna turn 40. I'm gonna be 40. I was like, holy shit, I get to be 40? That is a fucking miracle. You people have no idea. Well, maybe some of you. But most of you have no fucking idea what a privilege it is for me to be in my 40s. So many goddamn people I know have died. Too many goddamn people. I've lost count. I got a friend right now who's in the ICU. I just reconnected with the guy, like, recently, after launching this podcast. He was going to help me do, like, promotional stuff. Dan Kirkstein, he's up in ICU at St. Mary's. He, you know, let me talk about Dan for a second, actually. I've known Dan since, like, I was in, like, high school. I mean, I'm not saying we went to high school together, because I didn't really go. But I've known this motherfucker, like, all my life. Most of my life. You know, he's like one of those friends that, like, you just know. You always know. You know him. You know, he's a guy that you've known all your life. Now his life is hanging in the balance. And there are people that are scared for him. People that love him, that depend on him. I haven't talked to him in years, man. And, like, when we started chatting, it was like it's like we had never stopped talking. You know, and for all whatever faults he might have in his character, whatever flaws, you know, he's a solid dude. He's a decent dude, man. He's always been kind, and he's a pretty stylish guy too. I respect that he, you know, he was back in the day, like, he and I were big fans of Jenko. We could both fit 40s in our pockets. But sweet dude, man. And, you know, unfortunately, he's you know, he's up there fucking fighting for his goddamn life, and nobody can even be around him because of this COVID shit. You know, so, like, nobody can hold his hand and just be there. It sucks. So nobody gets anything. No, I'm sorry. Nobody has to do anything. We get to. It's a privilege. You know, and we should appreciate shit more. You know, fucking gratitude is not something that people should scoff at. I am very, very fucking grateful for many, many things. I have no time anymore, you know, to be ungrateful. tired of that shit. So yeah, I was just saying, yeah, people should think about how they present themselves. I said the same thing to this lady that I met going through my line the other night, the other afternoon. She runs the Honeybee salon up the street. Tia. She was very nice and kind, and said that she would put some of my Mad City podcast business cards out for her patrons to look at and take if they'd like. We were gonna exchange cards, but we were both out. I was like, oh. But she said too, you know, chicks, like, you know, she's like, you know, like, yeah, it's not just guys, you know, like girls too, like nowadays, like they don't really put a whole lot of thought into how they present themselves unless like it means something. It's like some kind of big deal. It's a special occasion. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, who gives a fuck? But like, think about what that does to our self-esteem, you know? Think about what that does to our fragile egos. And yes, we do all have very fragile egos. Hate to break it to you. News report. We're all very delicate right now. In case you didn't notice. So, goddamn, man. You know, why not be tender with yourself and take extra good care? You know, be the person who is kind to you and nice to you and loves you. You know, dote on yourself. You know, like, people ask me, I was talking to my lady friend Leah the other night, and I was telling her about, like, you know, like when people start out, like, you know, in a relationship, you know, like they're in like the romance phase, like the honeymoon phase. And, you know, I was telling her, like, yeah, I've often seen, you know, chicks, they have this look on their face. I see it, where it's like they look like they're waiting for, like, when is it going to end? When is, like, the balloon going to burst? Like, when am I going to stop being, like, you know, this romantic whatever guy? You know, it's like, I'm not, it's not a show. Like, I'm not, like, just putting on, like, a big act, you know, just to woo you. I mean, yeah, I am wooing you. But see, that's the way I see it is, you know, when you really love somebody, when you really care about somebody, you enjoy being in a relationship with them, you know, it's about falling in love with them over and over and over again, you know, day after day. You know, like, you continually fall in love with the same person over and over again. You know, you have to, like, feed into it. Well, you don't have to. I mean, 'cause, like I said, you don't have to do anything. And love is not a finite resource. You know, it's an infinite asset. But, you know, it's like, why not keep it going? And again, you know, I'm not really still. It's, you know, all being romantic, doing kind things. You know, like, I don't really do these things for other people. I mean, I do them for other people, but it is really kind of for me. You know, like, it makes me feel good to see people smile. It makes me feel so good, you know, to, like, make somebody else's day a little better. You know, like, if somebody else can go to sleep tonight feeling like, you know, whatever was going on, that, you know, if they can just feel like, you know, like, yeah, it was worth it. All the shit that I had to put up with, it was worth it. Because I got to smile today. If I got to help make that happen in any way, then awesome. Fucking good. I did my job. I contributed something. You know, like, I'm not paying in like all these other people, like, you know, trying to fight to get to the top, scraping, attacking each other, climbing over one another, you know, to become successful, racing, to, you know, like, fuck that, man. Y'all got the wrong idea. Y'all need to chill out. I am content. I'm not settling, but I am content in my job with the responsibilities that I hold. I don't need to be, you know, the fucking lead front end guy, whatever. I mean, some days I'm a supervisor on the floor in the front, and some days I'm just the customer service rep, whatever. Some days I'm just a cashier. It doesn't matter. It's a party, man. You know, I'm having fun. I'm being responsible. I'm having fun. I'm getting the job done. I'm gonna do all the things that need to be done. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm gonna make sure that the money gets, you know, into people's hands where it goes. You know, all the changes, you know, counted correctly. You know, make sure that people don't leave their bags behind. You know, of course, I was trying to make sure that people don't, you know, walk away without their shit. You know, like, yeah, I'm gonna clean up my, you know, behind myself. You know, I clean up after myself. I'm a fucking grown man who cleans up after himself. Doesn't need to be told to me. Like, it blows my mind that people will dictate these things to you sometimes, you know, in like workplaces. It's like, did I really need to be told, you know, like, that I was supposed to do that, this or that? It's just like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Why, you know, like, why do I need to? I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody made a bad name for it, you know, kind of thing. One bad apple spoils a bunch, right? Somebody was given the job that was too stupid to know that, like, oh, was I supposed to, you know, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to scrape my way to the top, claw my way to being head of anything. I'm not trying to wrestle Mr. Kroger to the ground. I just love my job. I like hanging out with people and making their days better. It's fun for me. You know, brighten somebody's day with a smile. That's cool. Watching, you know, people get something good to eat. That's fun. People tell me stories about what they're going to make. They tell me stories about what they've made in the past. I mean, that's cool. I like that. Doesn't have to be anything else. Anyway, I guess I've rambled enough. I guess my overall point here, though, is really, it's like, you know, nobody needs to do any of this extra shit. It's worthless. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's putting energy where it doesn't need to be, and it makes good energy bad. You know, we don't have to fret fucking trying to sell ourselves, you know, placating to somebody's notion of what they think we ought to be. Like pretending we know what they want us to be, trying to be that thing to the best of our ability, thinking that we pulled it off, rewarding ourselves because, oh yeah, we got an attaboy, and then going forward with that seems so hollow. and just gross. I don't know. Doesn't seem genuine. It's like whoring. I'm not gonna lie. It reminds me of like times when I've sold my goods and or services. You know, and I mean, I'm not proud of, you know, like lowering myself, if you will, to taking, you know, money for, you know, things that you know, crossing lines that I might have otherwise not crossed them, you know, but I didn't need to, whatever. But it's just like, really, it comes down to integrity. Like, am I willing to trade my integrity and my dignity for, like, you know, just for moving forward a little bit, for getting a little ahead? Is it worthwhile? Is it worth it? I don't think so. I have nothing to sell. I'm not trying to sell anything. I mean, I could. I mean, I've sold stuff. But I encourage people, you know, don't sell yourselves. Save yourselves. Save yourselves by being a gift. Save yourself by being the fucking gift. That's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not sure if this is making sense. Okay. So, the day is, you know, what it is, right? It's, Daisy, oh my God, with the ball. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. So, life, damn, Daisy, you messed with my train of thought. Now I sound like a crazy person. I totally lost what I was trying to say. What's the fucking Jesus Christ? Wow, totally lost it. Selling ourselves, yeah. God damn it. Oh wait, okay. Now I think I got it. Yeah, like we're No, I'm still saying it wrong. What am I trying to fucking say? Okay. I think I've got it. And then I'm gonna fucking end because this has just gone on way too far. Or gone on far too long. Okay. If there's no time like the present, and each day is a gift, then we should be present and be the gift of each day, like from you to another, and give of yourself, like, to those around you with, you know, a smile. See? And now everybody has something to open. You get it? Just try not to touch or get too close. You know, maintain a 6-foot perimeter at all times. seriously, you know, nobody's going to scoop you up and make it all better. I mean, yeah, we all want that. And sometimes, sure, we'll find, you know, a friend or a loved one that will hold us and make us feel comfortable and cared for. But really, when it comes down to it, it's on us. Ourselves. We have to love ourselves enough to get up, to make the move, to move forward, to make things feel right for ourselves so that we can feel good about what we're doing. Not lay our heads down in shame or regret. Trust me on this shit, man. I've tried it the other way, and it does not work. Wow, now I just fucking sound preachy. Not my intention. Sorry. Apologize. Alright, well, I really appreciate everyone listening. I really do. It means a lot to me. And I hope that everything that I've said here means something to you, and that you'll carry it into your day, and that you know, it helps you get through something, and it helps you touch the lives of other people, and that touches the lives of others, and you know, we can just keep this good thing going. Okay? All right. I will be back. Till next time. Pat K. Out.
Yo, where the life at? Yeah, I'm needing more. Cause I've never been in a town like this, is such a bore. Yo, we need a moment, but not of silence. Something needs to happen round here, cause we're losing vitals. Let's cause a riot out here, cause we need to turn it up. Let's cause a fire, cause this town is cold, let's burn it up. So let's start the attack, running through the city like maniacs. Inside town now they can bow down, take the crown, and that's a fact. Wake up.
Quiet night, there is no sound. Who needs a life with no fun around? Quiet night, can feel a pulse, can hear a heartbeat. It's time to wake up, 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 wake up,
Wake the streets up.